Hello everyone, I'm Rosphere, and I've been working really hard to get this VTuber character ready, making sure that I focus on the important details. Now with that being said, I've had a number of people request that I post my reaction to the Hildebrand quests that I did the other day. Initially I wasn't going to post this because the video is just way too long. So by popular request, and the fact that I've spent so much time working on those details on my VTubing model, I haven't had time to finish the meme video I have planned. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy my reactions to this Hildebrand quest chain. I hear you have been a busy bee, Ray. Seems half the whispers what come my way relate to your comings and goings. Being the active type you are, I reckon you'd be interested in an investigation some queer rumors. Am I right? But before that, let me ask, ever heard of a man named Hildebrand? I feel like I have? I'm gonna say no, but I feel like I have. To hear him tell it, he was Eorzea's greatest and most famous inspector. Still, can't say I'm surprised you'd not heard of him. You don't know him. To his credit, Hildebrand and his assistant had a knack for showing up when something shady was afoot. As for sussing out culprits, well, he had his moments, though I hesitate to give him sole credit. Any road, 5 years ago he gets it in his head that he's cracked the code of Mizaiah's 7th verse, Dalamud the Calamity. All of it can be stopped, he says, so long as he finds the hero of prophecy, and wouldn't you know it, the hero was Hildebrand himself. So he flies off towards Dalamud. Aye, that's right, he flew. Launches himself straight into the air somehow, ridiculous as it sounds. Of course, it's only logical that he has got to come down. It's only logical that he's got to come back down, though it was only recently that we found his body. I had a reason for bringing this up. Ah, right? So Nashu, Hildebrand's erstwhile assistant, has since become an inspector in her own right. At present, she investigates the queer rumors I mentioned earlier. So, if you're willing, I'd be grateful if you lent her a hand. As for where to find her, she's like to visit Hildebrand's grave in the Lich Yard when she's frustrated. Try looking for her there first. Oh, if only you were still alive, Inspector. You'd know how to stop these zombies. Ah, you there. Could it be? You've come to offer your services to me. Oh, but where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Nashu, Agent of Inquiries, Extraordinary Inspector. At least, that's what I'm told. At least, that's what I'm trying to be. It's not quite as easy as it's made out to look. Inspector Hildebrand was a great man, a really Eorzean hero. We traveled the world, me and him, solving cases and thwarting evil. No matter the mystery, you could always count on the inspector to solve it with grace and style. But then there was the final case, the case of the century. He called it How to Stop the Red Moon from Destroying the World. To save us all, he flew into the sky, and all I could do was watch. But then he came back down, and he... This is all a joke. A big, funny joke, right, Inspector? Any moment now, you'll burst out of the ground and shout, "Surprise!" Had you fooled, eh? And, well, laugh and laugh. They say no one remembers the Warrior of Light. Their names, their faces, all gone forever. But I remember you, Inspector. No, gentleman, hero, Hildebrand. I can never be the hero you were, but I'll do my best to try. I, Nashu, Inspector Extraordinaire, will carry on your legacy. So I told myself, well, Nashu, there must be a leader, a head zombie who tells the rest of them what to do. Therefore, all we'll need to do is kill him. Again, that is. Unfortunately, I don't know where he is, or how to find him. But now that you're here, my faithful assistant, you can try the one good idea I've come up with so far. If you go to where these Dapper Zombies were last seen in southern Thanalan, you might find them. And then you could become their friend and ask to meet their leader. Yes, that's sure to work. Okay. Looks like we're gonna go make some friends with some zombies here. Where are we headed to? Dapper Zombie. Here we go. Participate in the Fate Fallen Corpse. Okay. Okay. We're headed right back, aren't we? Yeah. Did you find the zombies? You did? That's wonderful. I've been busy too. The head zombie will rue the day he meets me. You'll see. So, tell me, what did you learn? Oh, so you weren't able to make new friends. That's a shame. But this parchment, this is a map of Sangoli Desert. There's a spot marked here in the south. And look, there's something written here. A gentleman is rather than does. That sort of reminds me. Well, no matter. Let's see where this map takes us, assistant. Onward to Sangoli. I don't think I misread the map. Maybe they're just shy, though. I say we call out to them and let them know that we come in peace. And when the leader shows himself, we strike. Ha, classic trick. What? Who summons the gentle deadman? They live! They live! And we hunger. My brothers, lend me your ears. A gentleman does not dine upon his guests. Well-spoken zombie. Spare these two ladies. I can't stop laughing at his pose. Spare these two ladies of your mastications. Withdraw, I say, and harass them no more. Up in the sky, look, it's a bird. No, it's an airship. No, it's the inspector. Is it you? Is it really you? I knew nothing could kill the great Inspector Hildebrand. Hildebrand? Who is this Stop it! Hildebrand. Who is Hildebrand? I can't even read now. Hildebrand. Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? Oh, give me a minute. Okay. Hildebrand. Who is this Hildebrand of whom you speak? My name is Zombiebrand, devourer of brains, undead overlord. Extraordinaire. What are you saying? You're the undead overlord? You're a gentleman inspector. Inspector? Overlord? Inspector? Overlord? What? Oh, Inspector. Oh, Inspector, you're just confused is all. Don't worry. I'll knock some sense back into your noggin. That noggin of yours. Stay away. Stay your hand, milady. You know not what you do. Oh my god. Even if I were the esteemed gentleman you purport me to be, the concussion of the force of the blast would liquefy my... If crashing into the ground made you forget, then an explosion of equal force ought to make you remember. I'll save you, Inspector, or kill you trying. See? Even you acknowledge the possibility that that plan will result in my... death. The sound effects. Normally I would applaud your ingenuity, Nashu, but I would have preferred you had found more elegant solution. Ah, he remembers me. Inspector Hildebrand remembers me. Yes, yes, I remember you. My faithful assistant. What I do not remember is how I came to be here. Ah, such a wonderful, wonderful dream. I slew a dragon and... What is this place? And for that matter, who am I? I, Hildebrand, agent of Equery. I, Hildebrand, agent of Inquiry, Inspector Extraordinaire, have woken at last. I sniff. I always knew you would come back to us. Be it Red Moon or Black Dragon, no fiend is a match for my legendary might. And who might this fine lady be? Could she perhaps be one of my many admirers? Oh, but what is this faint tingling sensation in my arm? The ringing in my ears? The dizziness? Could it be a case? A case? A case of bombs exploding in my face? Back in the saddle. Do I look like a reporter for the Mithril Eye? Do not consort with perverts. What? You're looking for a half-naked Highlander what likes to catch criminals? I think I'd remember a thing like that. If ye do manage to find this inspector friend of yours, tell him to do something about the goddamn duelist. Me mate's pa, cousin's, kid's best friend lost his blade the other day to the bastard. Jesus. Okay. Uh-oh. Is it going to ask me to go to the sticky place? Yep. Sorry, lass, but the information you want, you'd be best served by going to Wymond. The only rumors I've heard are those about the weapon thief. Calls himself a duelist, or so I've heard. But when you don't allow your opponent to refuse, well, it's not really a duel then, is it? Back to where we started. I take it you've dealt with the zombie problem, eh? So, do tell, just why were they dressing up like dandies? Wymond. Hey, Wymond! Thal Almighty bugger me with a bleeding spear. The dead have risen as they're walking through the streets of Ul'dah. Don't start. Don't start. No need for the melodrama, my good man. As you can see, reports of my death were greatly exaggerated. Ugh. It's true. He's not a zombie. I checked. What? Aye, you do seem to be hale and healthy, which, begs the question. How in the seven hells did you survive that fall? Why question divine providence? What matters is Eorgia's champion has returned, and that he, and by that I mean I, shall bring the thieving duelist to justice. Heard about that, did you? Might be harder than you think. Even I've got no inkling on that fellow's current whereabouts. Inconceivable. I refuse to believe that ever inquisitive, ever ambitious, ever reliable Wymond is without a single shred of information, even one dubious relevance. Well, I make no promises, mind you, but there was some talk of a fair maiden what said her most. This knave assaulted a young woman as well? The audacity! I should fly to your side, at. Gasp! Why, if that isn't the lady from Segoli. A serendipitous encounter indeed, unless you too seek the belligerent duelist. Capital. It will be invigorating to engage in a friendly battle of wits. Already the spirit of competition fills me. Come, Nashu. We must away. Damn it, Hildy. I ain't told you in the last name yet. Alright. Keeping that coin purse bulging, are we? They say the streets of Ul'dah are made of gold, but its piles of gil, what paved the way? Well, Ray, you might as well go... Well, Ray, you might as well go after him. He'll be disappointed if you don't. The lady in question is named Yellow Moon. She's a woman with a taste for the finer things in life. Safe to say, you'll find her getting fitted for something in the Weavers Guild most every day. Good luck with inspecting the inspector. Inspecting Inspector. Alright, where are we headed now? Weavers Guild? Oh, God. I'm trying to read. Alright. Oh, man. My beloved pure heart was unlike any you've ever seen. Elegant, refined, the perfect accessory for any cultured woman. You will bring it back to me, won't you? A priceless possession callously ripped from the hands of its owner. The lady weeps, and the wind bears this sorrow to his ears. What gentleman could hear this clarion call and not beg the honor of championing her cause? What? What in the world? I swear to you, here and now, I, Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, shall scour all creation from the deepest pits of the seven hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens for your pure heart. What he said. And you, my fellow servant of justice, I see your instincts are not to be underestimated, having guided you to this fair maiden's side. Now then, Miss Moon, what can you tell us about the theft? Thefts? Sir, to be precise, my pure heart was only the most recent item to be taken from me. I'm certain I had it when I left home the other day, after I browsed the latest fashions at Sunsilk and took in a match at the Colosseum. I realized it was gone. So the time and the location of the theft are unknown, essential details, without which we cannot solve this case. There is but one logical course of action, Miss Moon. To coax the hidden clues from your memories, we must reenact that fateful day's excursion to Sunsilk Tapestries. Miss Moon, would you be so kind to describe your visit in detail on the day in question? Nothing unusual happened, but if you insist. I was pondering whether or not to purchase a new dress when a man approached me and confessed his undying love. What sort of man What sort of man says that to a complete stranger, I ask you? Naturally, I was taken aback. I dropped my purse in shock. Not intentionally. On his foot. And he cried out in pain and fled. If I may be so bold, Miss Moon, that strikes me as most unusual happening. In any case, it appears to be completely unrelated to the theft. Let us next proceed to the Colosseum and see what you remember. Once again, Miss Moon, if you would be so kind to tell us what you remember. Well, like before, nothing unusual happened. I felt like gambling that day and was debating on which match to observe when a gladiator approached me from behind and confessed his undying love. Naturally, I was taken aback. I whirled about and struck the man in the face with my purse. In shock, not intentionally. Unfortunately, since I was carrying a tremendous sum of money, my purse weighed about 60 ponces. And the blow was enough to render him unconscious. 120 ponces? Miss Moon, you're a remarkably strong woman. Oh my gosh. Which is precisely why you were targeted. Oh, it's so obvious in hindsight. The thief bore you I can't speak now. The thief bore you a grudge. No, it's more than that. He hated you with a passion. There sure were a lot of giant crates. There sure are a lot of giant crates in Ul'dah, at the Weavers Guild, at Sunsilk Tapestries, and here too. These crates are everywhere, Ray. I wonder what's inside, but I don't see how we can open. Ah, of course. I still have plenty of explosive. Oh no. Here, why don't you try it? It'll be fun. Where's she keeping those explosives? At the heart of every crime rests a single, unassailable truth, reached only by navigating a web of falsehoods and contradictions. Hearken to me now, for as a shepherd leads his flock, I shall guide you to my irrefutable conclusions. A gladiator professes his feelings only to be rejected and physically assaulted in response, wounding his pride as a warrior and a man. Resenting her prowess whilst recognizing his weakness, he carries out a more feasible vengeance. He robs Yellow Moon of her weapon, the pure heart. Inspector, we found the pure heart. These strange men sneaking around town in the wood crates had it. It's not what you think. We're not thieves. We're devotees. Yellow Moon is our sun and stars. We only wish to keep her from harm. And should she misplace an item from time to time, we'd collect it for safekeeping. Nothing untoward. You deviants were behind all these thefts all this time. You've been stalking me. What? What nerve? Ah, such unbridled fury, such righteous indignation. We should be glad to accept the goddess's punishment. Goddess? Devotees? Ah, but of course. That I had you inspect those crates was a stroke of genius indeed. As I was elucidating but a moment ago, those fiends are obviously the ones responsible for the recent rash of weapons thefts, as those thefts were carried out by a single individual. You imbecile. Lest you've forgotten, the culprit is a duelist. He only claims his victims' weapons after defeating them in single combat. If your powers of observation are as great as you claim, you shall have deduced that those buffoons in the box are incapable of such. I should know. I'm a reporter for the Mithril Eye. My name is Ellie, and I've been investigating these incidents for weeks. Inspector Hildebrand, gentleman investigator, and agent of inquiry, I presume. You're looking well for a dead man. Would you like to meet one of the duelist's victims? I'll introduce you with pleasure. You would be willing to share such precious information with me? Your generosity is commendable, Miss Ellie. May this mark the beginning of a long and beautiful friendship. Yes, yes, very good. The name of the man is... And he left again. Huh? What? Where is the bloody hells do you think you're going? I haven't told you anything yet. My gosh. Alright. Alright, Ellie. Let's hear it. I suppose since you're the imbecile's friend, you intend to help him. The man you want to find is an adventurer named Humphrey. At present, he can be found in the Golden Bazaar. With luck, the good inspector may find his way there by the time you arrive. If not, then so be it. Haha! I wonder what will happen when he discovers that the victim is a perpetrator as well. My gosh. The Golden Bazaar. Hi, I'm Humphrey, and you are? Right on time. At last, I've caught up with you. You there, young sir. I am told you are the victim of the marauding duelist. Me? A victim? Ha ha ha. How amusing. You amuse me. True. I was challenged by the duelist not long ago, but where he thought to find a whelp, he found a warrior of light instead. I defended my honor and my blade. See for yourself. You mean you won? That's amazing. Heh, well, it's nothing compared to what we were faced in Cartano. Magitech to the right of us, Magitech to the left of us, stuck in the middle. With Master Lu we were. Core, he was a dab hand at the old magic. He was. I tried to save him, of course, but there is a limit to how many giant beasties a man can... That man is no warrior of light. Tell them, Eleazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered his sword that was not his own. Tell them, Eleazar. Tell them how he lost and surrendered his sword that was not his own. Liar, scoundrel, I trusted the bastard with me father's blade. Bid him take it to a smithy for restoration, even gave him the guilt to pay for it. Then he comes crawling back, sniveling and begging forgiveness for losing it in a duel, as if that's enough to set things right. Look at me, you bleeding whoreson, look at me. My flowing golden locks are no more. I've gone bald from the stress of the heartbreak. I swear to everything that's holy, you'll face a reckoning if you don't bring it back to me. right. He beat the shite out of me and took the old man's sword. I used the gil to pay for the Kairugan. I have no idea where he or the sword is. What am I supposed to do, huh? I can't give him what I don't have unless you help me find the sword. That's what you do, right? Help people? Have you no shame? First you claim a legacy, not your own. Then you beg others to help you with your problems. Problems of your own making. You will refuse this, man. Won't you, Inspector? And what? And what of Elazar's flowing golden locks? Please no. How will forsaking young Humphrey help the man he has wronged? We shall begin our search for the sword and questioning the people of the Golden Bazaar. Dear God. Antique swords? Oh, I haven't foggiest idea about that. The traveling merchant Jajanpa is one you ought to be speaking with, assuming he hasn't left. The boy should be ashamed of himself. Robbing poor Elazar, a priceless family heirloom, just goes to show you should never trust an adventurer who claims to be a warrior of light. Thieving and tricksters, the lot of them. It may not be the most honorable solution, but mayhap you should consider giving Elazar a counterfeit blade. In the deception brings him peace. In his final days. Would it be so wrong? Elazar's sword wasn't much to look at, but at least it was authentic. More than a few collectors have been tricked into purchasing counterfeit relics. I'm afraid I have no knowledge of an ancient sword, at least not one I can guarantee to be authentic. You see, any wares I determine to be dubious origins I immediately discard in the spring to the east of the Camp Drybone, although I have no swords for sale at present. I may have disposed of a facsimile similar in design to the one you are described. This presents a quandary, though I am loath to deceive an honorable man like Elazar. A well-intentioned ruse may put his heart at ease, thus spurring the rejuvenation of his flowing golden locks, whilst we continue the search for the genuine article. Well, if there is a sword in that spring, it won't remain there for long. It is one of the most convenient sources for fresh water for the common folk in Camp Drybone. Tisk tisk, you should endeavor to be more optimistic, Miss Ellie, like me. I say we search the spring first before declaring to be lost. It occurs to me that I am not yet fully recovered from my accumulated injuries. It would not be prudent for me to immerse my body in water. Not without first coating myself in a liberal application of salamander oil. Ugh. That is. Indeed, on many occasions my dearest mother tended to my childhood scrapes. Just so. You understand the importance of physical rehabilitation, yes? Then you can assist me in pouring oil all over my body. Oh my God. This body is but an instrument in occasional need of oiling. So come, my friend, come and oil me up. This comforting scent. As though I am a child in her arms. Quickly now, before it dries, knead the oil into my aching flesh. Oh no. Oh, stop it. Uh. Ah. The pain multiplies manifold gently now, gently. My gosh. Oh gods, oh gods, oh gods. Yes, at last. My muscles slacken and soften. The warmth spreads, the pain becomes pleasure. Make it stop. Make it stop. Right there. Yes, keep going. Keep doing that. Just like that. Just like... Yes, now once more with feeling. Oh my god. Never before have I received such a splendid such splendid menstruations. Now then, into the spring. You as well, my good woman. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what. Ah. You've been productive. Excellent. May I see what you found? No sign of the sword Jojampa mentioned. I see. Ah! Now I'm all wet. What was that? Anyway. Did something cause you to... Once again, my instincts guided me to the quarry. Hildebrand. That I had you search in that section of the spring was a stroke of... Oh. Inspector, it's bad for your health to conduct investigations in those clothes. I'll go to Ul'dah and fetch you some new ones. How thoughtful of you, Nashu. While you're there, purchase a few new bottles of hair tonic for Eleazar as well. The newest, most potent blend you can find. He's gonna need it. Is it not wonderful, my friend? Soon Eleazar's woes will be no more. As promised, I have returned to you your father's ancient blade. Aye, it is her. Every chip and scratch is just as I remember. God bless you, sir. I never expected you would go to such lengths for two strangers without thought of reward. Altruism is rare these days. 'Tis common enough if you look for it. 'Tis common enough if you know where to look. A gentleman recognizes the good in every soul, and understands that none deserve to be forsaken. Spoken like a true gentleman, though your garments beg to differ. Inspector, I brought you a change of clothes. And also, I brought some supply of tonic from the peddler I met in Pearl Lane. Excellent work, Nashu. If you would just bring me the case. Inspector Hildebrand. There appears to be something lodged in my forehead. Could it be a missive from an adoring admirer? If his hair grows back, I'm gonna lose it. The author neglected to pen her name. I shall come to claim the collector's blade. That's supposed to be flattering. No, you, it's supposed to be intimidating. The Duelist wrote this. He's daring you to stop him. What the fuck? He's used all the tonic. Oh no. A challenge for me? Ho, at last. Curtain raises. Very well. If I am to duel the Duelist, I must dress for the occasion. Oh my god. The shine on his head. I can't. Oh. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinary, I'm losing my words again. Hildebrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, accept your challenge. He's incredible, so bold, so majestic, just like a warrior of light. No, a gentleman of light. he's exceptionally something. Core Inspector Hildebrand, you look amazing. Oh, I'm done. Okay. Okay, I'm back. And who is this outside? Hildebrand! This is far from the strongest of swords. Blue skies and the rolling desert. How much longer must I seek the blade of legend? What the fuck? What is happening? The three collectors. What? It's like introducing a sequel. Hey, I know that spear. That's the one I found buried in the pumpkins. The fuck? Pumpkins sort of remind me of... no. It's gone, never mind.